All right. Testing one, testing two. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing this morning? Shiny hunting for a shiny Cramorant. I already hatched 320 eggs, 30, 60, 90. Wait a minute. All right, 30, 60, 90. Once I hatch all of these, some of these was right here. I should be at 400 eggs. I've been keeping up with them. Normally, it's between the fourth set of eggs, which is the next set, but you never know. We might get lucky, but it's gonna take a minute to hatch all these eggs anyway. So if I don't get the shiny in this video, I'm gonna get 90 more eggs off screen. Yeah, and we can see if we can get it that way. So without prolonging the time, we're gonna hatch 30, 60, 90 eggs. And the time we get to this egg right here, we should have 400 eggs already hatched. Probably a little bit over, but I know it should be 400 for sure right here. And we can see if we can get that shiny Cramorant today, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and save the game here. When I get finished hatching these eggs, if I get the shiny or not, I can do some max raid battles. Say hello to my shiny colossal level 100. It's awesome. All right, guys. Hopefully we can get that shiny. All right, here we go. I like to go over here and hatch my eggs. I'm gonna show you. Ah, we don't need to fight that. So like I said, guys, in today's video, I'm gonna hatch 90 eggs, and that should put me up to 400 eggs. And we can see if we can get that shiny Cramorant that I've been searching for the last 3 days. If I don't get the shiny Cramorant by the time I get up to 400 eggs, I'll do a couple raid battles and maybe a couple singles matches. If anybody be in the chat by that time, I'll battle anybody that wants to battle. If not, we'll do a couple versus matches, and then we're going to get off. But let's see, guys. We're on the hunt for the shiny Cramorant. Time we hatched all these eggs, I should be up to 400 eggs hatched. Normally, it takes about 512 eggs. Normally. I do have the shiny charm. But this time I did not use the Masuda method. I used the regular Ditto this time. So the odds are still should be between 1 and 512 eggs. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Is it Theo? I'm just gonna say Slayer. That's better. How you doing, Slayer? All right. No shiny right here, guys. So I'm not gonna delete it just for to make the video a little faster. Delete them. I'm just gonna put them right here. Move on to the next set and continue on. I'm good. About you? I'm doing good, my friend. I'm trying to get a shiny Cramorant. This is my second time in this game doing the shiny method. The first time I tried to get a shiny Berserker, and I was over 1,000 knockouts with the Berserker, and I was over 1,500 encounters trying to get a shiny Berserker, and I did not get one. I was so mad, pissed off. I'm like, why is it not working? I had the shiny charm and everything. I tried for like 7 days straight to get a shiny Berserker, trying to get it the method of encounter. I see people on YouTube that make it so easy. They make it seem so easy. So somebody told me, say, try the Masuda method with a foreign language ditto. I do have a foreign language ditto. The bad part, they don't have good IVs, but that's what I tried. Within 480 eggs, I got the shiny Berserker. I was surprised. I was surprised. And then the best part about it, I didn't even EV train them yet. They're still in my box at level 1 because I'm so excited. I got the shiny Berserker, skipped 5 eggs. I just went on ahead and hatched the rest of the eggs. And 5 eggs more, I got a double shiny Berserker. It was crazy. I'm farming Score Bunny. I know, right? Score Bunny shiny is so awesome. It's like a brown rabbit. It actually looks like a real rabbit. I really want to get me a shiny Score Bunny and give it a life orb set. I mean, because Score Bunny is awesome. It's beautiful. It's a brown rabbit. It's awesome. It's awesome. I don't have a shiny Score Bunny, but Score Bunny is awesome. I wish they would have made. I understand compared to the past games, they made shiny hunting a little easier. But to me, it's still time consuming. It takes a while to get the eggs from the daycare, and it's crazy. It's still crazy. I have 6 full boxes. Wow, you have 6 full boxes. Okay, you're gonna get your shiny fast then, because I only have 3 empty boxes that I can use. I probably can free up another box. But I'm doing like 90 eggs at a time, and then I'm doing 5, 10 in between to make sure I do 100 at a time. Wow, 6 boxes. I don't have a charm though. Oh, you don't have the shiny charm, right? Well, I think if you don't have the shiny charm, I think it's like 100 more. Like the odds with the shiny charm are like I think 510 or 512. Without the shiny charm, it's like 630. I'm just giving an educated guess out my head. All right, we didn't get a shiny, guys, so we're gonna put these back in the box and move on to the next set. I would advise you though, do not try the method of knockout. Do not try the knockout method. I know people make it seem like it works and it works good. It does not work good. I'm telling you. I tried for shiny Berserker without the shiny charm, and even when I got the shiny charm, I knocked out another 500, which made 1,000, and I knocked out an extra 200, which made 1,200, and I still didn't get it. Berserker is awesome. It's a steel type. Steel types, all steel types have physical high defense, and plus, with if you G max them, Dynamax them, whichever way you say it, if you use the steel move, it raises defense. Berserk is just an awesome steel type. Even though Scizor is my favorite #1 steel type. Even though Berserk is probably not one that you would probably want to be Dynamaxing, but I like a shiny form. It's golden, and it took me pure hell to get one. Like I said, I haven't even EV trained it yet because I want to use a different EV set, a set that's not normal to the average person, and that the average person wouldn't expect. That's how I like to EV train my Pokemons. I don't like to just EV train them in the average sets that people think I like to catch people off guard. Like this shiny colossal that I have. People normally run colossal like max HP, max attack, or max speed, max attack. Yes, I still have like 200 more Pokemons if I want to complete my Pokedex. Oh my God, you got 200. Oh, you're way behind. Wow. Like, which game do you have? Do you have Sword or Shield? Do you have Pokemon Sword or Shield? And have you beat your game? Both, but I use Shield. Same vice versa. I have both, but I'm down to one switch. I use my Shield. I don't use my Sword. I was gonna use Shield from the start, but I wound up opening my Sword by mistake because I was so excited. Because I didn't even want to open my Sword. I wanted to leave it in the plastic, and I wound up opening my Sword by mistake. But I still wanted to play Shield, so I got an hour in Sword. I didn't even save it. I just cut it off and played my Shield. I mean, I love the games. The games are awesome. At first, everybody was disappointed with the cut of the national Pokedex and that. But people have to realize it's 800 and some Pokemon, and people play for competitive battling. All right, we didn't get a shiny, and me personally knocking it down to 400 was like awesome, was spectacular for the meta game, for competitive battling, for a lot of different reasons. And just what they're doing right now, they can come later and add DLC and add other Pokemon. So it all works out. The graphics are good. The game's good. You can EV train Pokemons in the game now. That's good, so people don't have to use action replay and power saves anymore. Because you have a way you can EV train Pokemons in the game. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, people want to say using action replay is cheat and all this and that. Okay, I agree to a certain extent, but I like to use when I was using action replay, I like to use it to EV train my Pokemon for competitive battling because it's like hard as hell to EV train Pokemon like in the game without having the action replays. Like hard as hell. If you want to be good and go against these people online and at least have a chance at winning, you need your Pokemon to be EV trained. If you don't have them EV trained and IV trained, I mean you're not gonna win. But anyways, they added us a method to EV train the Pokemons now, so I love it. That's awesome. That's phenomenal. I hope I get the shiny Cramorant, but I think I'm gonna get it during my next set of 90 eggs, which will be into my 500. Because once I hatch all these eggs, I will be on my 400 egg being hatched once I get to the end. Because when I got my shiny Berserker, which is my shiny Meow, I got it at like 480 eggs, which was good. And I got back-to-back shinies. It was worth back-to-back shinies because I did 1,200 knockouts and 1,500 encounters within 7 days. And I have a life too. And I got nothing. Like I said, I got so pissed off. I tried the Masuda method and it worked. But I didn't try the Masuda method this time though. So I'm trying to see the odds of getting a shiny without trying the Masuda method. But still, this it takes like 6 hours. 6 hours, 3, 6, 9. Bro, watch me get like 15 full boxes, but not get a shiny. Oh my God, 15 boxes. No, don't do 15 boxes, my man. No, no, no. Uh, like example, listen to me. Like me, I did 3 boxes. Me personally, 4 boxes is good enough. See, by me doing 3 boxes, I can keep up with 90 at a time. 9 and 9 is 18, 18, 27. All right. If I do 90, 3 boxes, that's 90 Pokemons. 3, 6, 9, 90 eggs, I mean. That's 90 eggs. If I do 10 more on top of that 90, just for the hell of it, that's 100. So I can keep up. So I got to do this 5 times. 3, 6. 9 plus an extra 10, which is 100. So I do that 5 times. And so I receive my shiny within the 5th set. Like right now, this is basically my 4th set, which would be leading into this egg right here being hatched. Right here would be my 400 egg right here. And after I delete all of these Pokemons, if I don't get the shiny, I'll start over. And then I'll be going into 490 eggs on my next set. So the shiny should come eventually. If I were you, I wouldn't use so many boxes because you're gonna need your boxes for Pokemons and stuff that you catch and for competitive battle and stuff like that. If you want to do 4 boxes like 3, 6, 9, 90, 120, you can do like 4 boxes and you can keep up with it that way. Regardless, when you get to your between 400 and 500, that's when your shiny is gonna come. But like you said, you don't have the shiny charm, so I'm thinking you should get your egg between the 500 and 600 egg being hatched. Anywhere from the 500 and 600 egg. Like I said, this is my first time even doing shiny hunting ever, and I'm a little older than I sound. I've been playing Pokemon since Pokemon existed. I'm a very good competitive battler, but I like to have my Pokemon with the right stats, with the right nature, and it's time consuming. Like I said, that's why I don't mind 400 Pokemons being in this game because I mean, even though it's 400, but you can still within 1 year's time, within 6 months time, you can like perfectly EV train like one of each within like a year's time of just being 400 Pokemon. If they bump it up to 800, oh my God, it'll take you like 3 years to train all those Pokemon, not even including the space. Each Pokemon you can use like 3 different strategies, or like almost 4 different strategies with certain Pokemon. You can use a choice band strategy, choice scarf, choice specs. You can use a timid strategy, jolly, adamant, modest. There's so many different strategies you can use. A bold strategy, which is defense, calm strategy. It just depends on the Pokemon that you're using. It just depends. I mean, if you get a roll in surprise trade, Demorate Gelato will give you a Master Ball every 10 to 20 times, but if you do the time glitch, you can get like 100 Master Balls in an hour. Well, I do the time glitch. I'm pretty sure everybody that owns the game does the time glitch because you need the time glitch to respawn dens and stuff like that and to get certain Pokemon that you need. I have not received one Master Ball by doing the lottery since the time glitch. So, yeah, I see people say you can get Master Balls like that, but I never received one. Only thing I've been getting from the lottery is like Moo Milk. Moo Milk, that's the only thing I've been getting from the lottery. Like literally, I'm not just saying that. I'm not saying it is not possible, because I've seen people actually get them, but I just never received one from the lottery. You need to trade away like 8 boxes to get one in 100 chance. I know that's crazy. Well, I don't need a master ball that bad. The only reason you technically need a master ball is for the legendary. Any other Pokemon, you just take your chances and use the Ultra Ball. But speaking of master ball, I'm gonna fly here to Hammerlock and let's try this lottery one time. 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. We already had 20 Cramorant, so I'm gonna go ahead and save the game. Try the lottery. ID. Try your luck. Save the game. Buzz, 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 buzz. Lottery number. Uh-oh, sound like we got something. Oh, congratulations. Let's see what we got. Moo Moo Milk. That's what I've been getting every time. Like every time, that's what I've been getting. Like Moo Moo Milk every time. But it's all good. I know it's possible though. We can get master balls though. 5-star Clefable, which is good. We're hatching eggs. Hatching eggs. And I promise you, like I said, I didn't know hatching these eggs takes so long. I seen a dude. I was watching a guy's video today on YouTube, and he was trying to get a shiny Surfetch, and he was doing the Masuda method, and he hatched 250 eggs, and it took him 3 hours to hatch 250 eggs. He ended his stream, and he said he's gonna try to continue it today. Yeah, and like I said, I've been doing Cramorant for 48 hours now. Not like 48 hours straight, but since 10 o'clock last night, I've been doing it straight. And I'm only on. I think because of the egg spawn rate of the Cramorant, because it's not giving me an egg like every 3 minutes it's giving me one egg, so that's why it's taking a little longer. But like I said, it's still a time-consuming process. I tell you what, it's not making me want too many shinies in this game. I tell you that. That's why people value their shinies, because it's so hard to get them and it's so time-consuming. It literally would take you like 2 days to get a shiny. Or like if you just went all day, like for like 12 hours, non-stop playing with your system on the charger and stuff, then you can get one that way. Damn, I need to get off. Oh, I just realized you got a Naruto picture. I love Naruto. My friend, if you leave, if you don't mind, you can friend me. I can give you my friend request. I mean my friend code. Since if you got to go, I'm not leaving yet until I hatch my eggs. Damn, I need to get on. Yeah, look like you got Naruto picture as your profile picture. Look like it. All right, this is my friend code for my Switch, my friend 7719 0279 8581. If you send me a friend request, my friend, I promise you I shall accept it. If you need some more time, you could pause the video to get my friend code. I'm gonna continue hatching these eggs. Hopefully, I can get one shiny Cramorant. This is my drawing, but thanks for the compliment. Awesome. Well, it looks like Naruto from what I'm seeing. Regardless, I'm not stopping until I get that shiny Cramorant today. Especially since I'm so close to 500 eggs. Okay, you sent it. I'm gonna try to connect this to the internet. Be acting crazy sometimes. Sometimes I got to walk it a little closer to my Wi-Fi box. Hold on one second. Come on. There we go. As soon as I moved it a little closer. All right. You're connected to the internet. Two friends online. 4. See, Ryan's online also, but he's not playing Pokemon. All right. I don't see any friend requests. My friend. Received friend request. No. We can try it again. Friend request is 7719. I mean, my friend code, I'm sorry. 0279 8581. That is my friend code. Oh, he said, "Oh, I'm already your friend." Oh, let's see. Which one you is then? You're not lying. I remember playing with you before. Are you I can't even pronounce that. Are you the box person that's playing Pokemon Sword? Oh boy. Okay, awesome. Okay, that'll work. We're already friends. Awesome. You can tell it's been a minute since I got on. Come on, Shiny Cramorant. I've seen like 6 different ways people use Cramorant for like a move set. Because Cramorant is so good that you can use it physical or special. And if you want to use a choice scarf, choice band, or choice specs, you can also use it that way. It also has like real high special defense. So if you want to use like max HP, max special defense, you can use that. Of course, the EVs, like it's a good. Cramorant is a good Pokemon. At first, I didn't like it. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm getting off. So good luck. Hope you get the shiny. Good night, Saturday, man. All right, my friend. Really appreciate you. I'm gonna try to stream tonight a little earlier. The only reason I got on this morning because I'm getting close to getting the shiny, so I want to film it. But I really appreciate you for stopping by, my friend. Anytime you see me online, always stop by. You're more than welcome to stop by. Really appreciate you. And good luck on your score bunny too. I need to be hunting one of those also. Thanks, man. No problem at all, my friend. But don't clear. One more thing before you go. You don't need, like I said, you don't need but like 4 boxes of eggs, and you can try like 4 sets at a time or 5 sets at a time. You don't need to clear up like no 10 boxes because you need space for your Pokemon and completing your Pokedex and stuff. Just remember that. And that's all, my friend. Wait, I need to tell you what I got. Okay, no problem at all, my friend. I'm listening. I'm listening. Uh-oh. Come on, shiny Cramorant. I have a 6 IV Gmax shiny toxicity. Wow. I haven't even did my well, I haven't even did my first shine Gmax toxicity raid. I know that sounds crazy. Oh my god, that is so awesome, dude. That is awesome. That is awesome. I wish I knew how to spawn the shiny den. I looked it up online. It's such a process you got to go through, and you got to do like 5,000 skips. It's gonna take you like 3 hours to do 5,000 skips, and you got to keep up with the number of skips that you're doing, and you can't mess up. It's too complicated. I don't see how people be doing it. It's crazy. It's not an easy format to make the den a shiny den. It's crazy. But my friend, I'm really, really happy for you. I'm really happy for you, my friend. Wow, that is awesome. All right, that's 30 of them. Wow, really happy for you, my friend. That is crazy. To train it, all you got to do is whatever nature you want on it. Put the right nature on it, like timid. Put a timid nature on it. I think it's timid. Boost speed minus physical attack, and you'll be good to go. And EV training in max speed and max special attack, or max HP and max special attack with a modest nature, and you'll be good. Yes, I was doing a raid, got lucky. Yes, my friend, you got hella lucky. I'm pretty sure whoever was sponsoring that raid, he made the toxicity 6 IVs, and he made the toxicity shiny. It's a complicated process. It's weird, but yes, you got lucky as hell, my friend. Very good, very good, very nice. Very proud of you. Very nice. I would advise you. I wouldn't trade that if I was you because that's like lucky as hell. It's very hard to get a 6 IV Pokemon in this game. Very hard to get a 6 IV Pokemon in this game. Okay, good night, man. See you next time. Okay, my friend. Much appreciated, my friend. Much appreciated. Good luck to you also with your score bunny. Thanks. You too. Really much appreciated, my friend. All right, guys, we're looking for this shiny Cramorant. It should be pretty close, and the shiny Cramorant is going to be orange. Pokemon Sword and Shield episode.
Greetings, nerdy list aficionados, and welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. We're looking at couples who went too far. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means a lot of things. It can mean that together they cause catastrophe or just negativity to themselves or the universe they inhabit. It can be that the way their love or relationship is conveyed is just odd or makes you want to bleach your eyes out. Also, some one-sided stuff, but where the fans infer it. So we have all the things as always. I'm Sasha, and these are the top 10 superhero couples that went too far. Number 10, Deadpool and Spider-Man. Hold up, you're angrily typing. They're not together. Spideypool isn't real. It's not canon. How dare you? Well, hold on a moment. Spideypool may not be canonically in your face. They're not banging in the sky like some people on this list will be later on. But Deadpool has an open and acknowledged crush on Spidey. He loves him and will do anything for him. It's currently manifesting as a desire to be his friend and prove himself to be a good enough person to be said friend. And as for Spideypool, well, fans shipping of this couple is a big part of why these two got their own team-up comic, which lasted for 50 issues, by the way, since it proved there was demand and an audience for it. There are many different sides of fandom, and they impact it in different ways. Now, when I say Deadpool will do anything, I mean anything. Literally, he'll go to hell and back, let himself be stabbed, decapitated, and more, just for the hope that Spidey will spend more than 5 minutes with him. And he can be insulting him those whole 5 minutes. He'll take anything. So how is this too far? Well, when you're getting killed by the person you want to spend time with, but still are hanging out with them after, it goes too far. Sometimes it's just hard to read. It exacerbates Deadpool's instability at times. This arc ended with them going on a meta camping trip and Deadpool learning his identity, but oh snap, not really. Also, there was a Gwenpool crossover and then they arrested the writer. Unless you love meta-ness, this whole thing was too far. Number 9, Batman and Black Canary, sex. This is from All-Star Batman and Robin. So Frank Miller's All-Star Batman and Robin has become infamous at this point, from the goddamn Batman line to Robin being forced to eat rats to the yellow room to the non-smiling Joker full back tattoo. And one of the things that happened during all of this was Batman and Black Canary having sex while the corpses of people they had beaten up, or rather soon to be corpses since the building was on fire, well yeah, just sex right by that. So just them banging beside that. How could you do that? It would smell so bad. Why did this happen? Well, why not? I mean, this is the comic where when the instructions between writer and artist leaked, or were released, Frank was demanding a full-on butt panel where the word balloons came from the butt, and the instructions were to make them drool. So yeah, I'm not surprised this happened. Perhaps the worst thing about this whole comic was Miller becoming aware it was a meme and deciding to play into it, which wasn't always for the best. Number 8, Superman and Wonder Woman. So Superman and Wonder Woman have been toyed with as a couple for decades, and in the New 52, they just were a couple. But there have been times when these two together have gone too far. They're a power couple, all right, but that's not always a good thing. So in the sequel to The Dark Knight Returns, The Dark Knight Strikes Again, Superman and Wonder Woman meet up in the sky for some sky sex, as you do. And while it happens, and Wonder Woman proclaims, "It's so good, she's pregnant again." Instantly pregnant. That was the thing that happened, and it just breaks all mood or tone. Although people tend not to like the sequel as much as the first one anyway. However, more along the lines of going too far, we have Superman and Red Sun, the Elseworlds tale where Superman is raised in Soviet Russia and becomes a communist hero instead as a result. So here he ends up with Wonder Woman, who is impressed by him and falls for him, and ends up actually doing much of what he says without question, which leads to some questionable actions, especially as in the comic it's framed as they're pretty much oppressors. However, it all comes to a head when Superman commands her to break through her own lasso of truth, which was binding her, which breaks her. She's never the same after. So too far. When you break one half of the couple, too far. Number 7, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Why, hello, Ultimate Verse. We meet again, but not for the last time. This is 1610, the Ultimate Verse, a universe started by Marvel in 2000 to attempt to entice new readers who may be scared off by Marvel's long backlog of canon, but they also decided to do things differently, different origins, etc. So one of the changes that took place was that Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, twins, were in a relationship together. Why? Well, because it was meant to build some pathos for Wanda, and because they could. And then they would get salty at Cap for not getting or liking their relationship. Pushing boundaries for no reason, well, that's going too far. Number 6, Superman and Power Girl. Yes, more incest. Hooray! Why not? This is about going too far after all. But now that I said that, there's going to be at least one person who's like, how dare you? This is perfectly valid. Well, I brought it on myself. Superman and Power Girl, they're cousins. Now this is more of a passing thing, but it still warrants being brought up. As well, Power Girl kisses Superman as a distraction tactic during a fight between the JSA and the JLA. She full on licks him. So a couple of things. 1, cousins. 2, and 2, she's Power Girl. She has the strength of Krypton. She doesn't need to resort to kissing as a distraction. Even when she's not Kryptonian, depending upon the canon, she's still really powerful. I mean, if the boob window isn't enough to distract, it's time for another tactic, because something is clearly not working. Number 5, Reed and Sue. So Reed and Sue, for all their difficulties, do love each other and have a solid foundation and work together as a unit. So it is actually here that they go too far, which is something their own daughter Valeria accuses them of when she leaves to go live with Doom, her godfather, whom she calls Uncle Victor. She notes that her mother in particular co-signs her father's more questionable behaviors by staying with him, his cache of weapons to take out most of the major players in the Marvel Universe, the secrets he's kept from their very allies and friends, while he by contrast puts up with her almost dalliances and, well, her full-on emotional affair with Namor. The 2018 comic can say it's not canon all at once. I've read all the runs, and they were a thing. Sometimes standing by your man can make you end up co-signing some things, unless she's all for it, which would make sense. I mean, she wouldn't stay otherwise. A lot of this has changed now, though, because the Fantastic Four have a more altered, different dynamic now, mostly Reed. Why do I want to see Reed with the Maker? Why do I want this? What's wrong with me? Send help. Number 4, Angel and Husk. This relationship is one that fans cannot really get behind, well, a lot of them, and it's also from a run that many don't particularly like. This was from the Uncanny X-Men, and the storyline, she lies with angels, and they really mean it, although they should have said she flies with angels. So there was always contention about this couple because of the age gap for some, this being between Angel, Warren Worthington, and Husk, Warren Worthington the third. But then he spends the night talking to her mom, and she's all, why are you torturing yourself? Is it the age gap? Because I don't care, I ship it. But he's all, no, all the people I love died. And then Paige, that's Husk, comes in and is all, that's my decision. And they end up fighting outside in front of everyone. And he's all, I could love you more than Betsy. That's Psylocke. And wow, is that romantic? I guess so. They end up banging in the sky, full on, in front of the X-Men and her mom. Why would you do that? But number 3, Cyclops and Emma Frost. So Emma Frost and Cyclops' relationship begins as a psychic affair where she was counseling him over some of his, well, conflicting feelings about Jean and the Phoenix and everything that happened there. But she would also pretend to be Jean in these sessions, and stuff happened. However, at the end of that arc, Jean is all, you two can be together, and so are, and they become quite the couple. And while Emma's anti-hero-ness, combined with Cyclops' leadership style, abrasive, and his willingness to be clandestine, and his more bitter approach after some reveals about Xavier, these two become quite a dangerous couple, a force to be reckoned with. When they make moves, the Marvel Universe is changed. Emma even uses Cyclops after his death as a psychic projection for their purposes. It's all pretty dark, and yet they work as a couple. Unpopular opinion, but I think they match better than him and Jean. What are your thoughts? I'm sure you're leaving them down below. Number 2, Scarlet Witch and Vision. Scarlet Witch and Vision have quite the tangled web of relationship and history that has been polarizing for the very writers at Marvel, which led to some of the things that happen in the overall Marvel Universe. So Vision has the brain patterns of Wonder Man, Scarlet Witch's previous romantic interest. It's the baseline of his interest in her, though it moves beyond that. These two, while she's tried to destroy him more than once, then there was the removal of their non-existent children at the time. It was more complicated now the children exist. It's a whole thing. Some of this was caused because writers hated their marriage. Comics are full of marriage haters. They feel it stagnates characters. I hope they aren't married, because if I was their partner, my feelings would be hurt. Feeling stagnant? Enjoy the couch. Not even the couch, the floor. The floor builds character. Vision modeled his robot wife's brainwaves off of Wanda, by the way. This whole thing is so tangled, and we got things like Avengers Disassembled and House of M, partially as a result of this romance. But they are iconic, but at the same time, yeah, it went a bit too far. And number 1, Batman and Batgirl. So we're actually not going to talk about the rooftop sex that happened in the expanded beginning of The Killing Joke. We're going to talk about the expanded DCAU verse in the comics, where the idea of a crush and then relationship between these two took full form, despite Barbara at first being a romantic interest for Dick. I can hear you snickering. Stop. So Bruce and Barbara would date, and for a while it would be a bit of an affair. And the Batman Beyond verse, it would be revealed that he had gotten Barbara pregnant, and she would actually end up miscarrying during a fight. This would be the start, well, the second start of the rift between Bruce and Dick, as well as the rift between him and Barbara, and rift between everybody. Everybody's got a rift now. But why did this happen? It's not a terrible plot line, but it's who's in it. Miscarriage for shock value. Too far. So those were 10 times that superhero couples went too far. What?
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness director Scott Derrickson announced earlier this month that he was departing as director, citing the clear, no follow-ups explanation of creative differences. As a huge fan of Derrickson's work, this was a bummer to hear. And as in past cases, when Disney parted ways with directors like Edgar Wright and Morgan Miller, I wondered if this was just another case of studio interference with bold directors who don't want to play ball with the intersexuality of their precious cinematic universes. But as days pass, new details have emerged from the nooks and crannies of social media that are actually painting a clearer picture of what the second Doctor Strange movie plot was, what those creative differences could be, and what the movie might be going forward. Much of this information comes from the clues tucked in the outspoken Derrickson's Twitter history, so that gives us an excuse to do our best to explain the rejected plot of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness in another Rockstars tweet there. Okay, let's time stone the clock back to last summer, when Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was announced at Comic-Con, and Scott Derrickson described the project this way.
But when I came and talked to Kevin about doing a sequel, I said I don't want to do just another sequel to do a sequel. If I'm going to do it, it has to go into the territory that drew me into the Doctor Strange comics in the first place, which is how they dipped into the gothic and the horror and the horrific, and we're going to make the first scary MCU film.
Yeah! Rewatching this moment, it's fun to dive way too deep in the body language of these two men. The moment Derrickson says the word horror, Feige takes an uneasy step backward, which might be nothing, but watch it.
You had me at God.
You know what? No, it's PG-13. You're gonna like it.
Maybe I'm losing it, but have we just picked up on Feige's poker tell with that ear tug? And it's almost like Feige could not wait to backpedal on the dark horror promises of Derrickson. Derrickson, who before coming to the MCU made horror films like Sinister and The Exorcism of Emily Rose, with Feige reassuring everyone that this would still be a family-friendly MCU adventure that we're used to.
You're gonna like it.
Still, with a title like In the Multiverse Madness, many of us speculated on the cosmic horror influences Derrickson could be drawing on, like H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness, or John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. But then, jumping ahead to September 10th, in which Derrickson tweeted, based on both my own experience and a recent conversation with 5 other tentpole directors, the most common challenge/difficulty for event movie filmmakers is getting unwanted major script changes late in pre-production. Now, we don't know exactly what Derrickson was referring to here. About a month later, it was reported that Marvel Studios hired J. Hallie Bartlett to write a draft of Multiverse of Madness. Bartlett wrote the latest draft of the horror film The Turning. Now, previously, it was assumed that Derrickson's collaborator for the first Doctor Strange film, novelist and screenwriter C. Robert Cargill, would be returning to write the sequel script. But often with
both Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey have a not that long yet pretty storied history in the DC universe, and the Margot Robbie-led flick pays tribute to both, if you're paying attention. Birds of Prey is all about Harley Quinn's big breakup with Mr. J, but the Clown Prince of Crime isn't Harley's only ex. As Birds of Prey's animated prologue explains, Harley's heart was broken a number of times before she hooked up with the Joker. However, Harley's one true love isn't a homicidal clown. It's Poison Ivy, the botanist turned eco-terrorist who's proven to be quite a thorn in Batman's side. In the comics, Harley and Ivy are a very popular pairing, and Birds of Prey knows it. That's likely why the female face that turns up on the prologue's cartoon slot machine looks a heck of a lot like Pamela Isley. While it's definitely not Poison Ivy, it's pretty obvious that Harley has a type. Birds of Prey isn't a direct sequel to Suicide Squad, the movie that introduced Robbie's Harley Quinn to the big screen, but it clearly takes place in the same universe. While grocery shopping with Cassandra Cain, Harley recaps her story and summarizes the events of her earlier film. A few shots from Suicide Squad reappear in, or were recreated for, Birds of Prey, when Harley flashes back to her origin story. The connection opens the door to one of Birds of Prey's best Easter eggs. While breaking into the Gotham City Police Department in order to free Cassandra Cain, Harley catches sight of a wanted poster on the wall. You might recognize that man if you've seen Suicide Squad. The man on the poster is none other than Jai Courtney, who played Harley's teammate Captain Boomerang in David Ayer's superhero flick. The DCEU may not be as interconnected as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but little links like these are always nice, especially considering that Boomerang is expected to come back in James Gunn's upcoming Suicide Squad film. With a name like that, how could you expect anything different?
Seriously, what the hell's wrong with you people?
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Cassandra Cain plays a big role in Birds of Prey, but she actually plays an even bigger role in the comics as one of Batman's many sidekicks. She's been Batgirl, a superhero codenamed Orphan, an assassin, and one of the deadliest women in the DC universe. Cassandra Cain first appears in Batman number 567 as the mute daughter of a deadly assassin who raised her only to, quote, speak the language of violence. That's a pretty comic booky concept, which is likely why the film makes some major changes to the source material. In the Birds of Prey movie, Cassandra is a hard-luck pickpocket with a rough family life and a tendency to attract sympathetic older female mentors. She ultimately ends up as an apprentice to Harley Quinn, sporting a similar look and an identical love of breakfast sandwiches. Considering that the comics have seen her eternally passed over for a larger role in the Bat family, maybe the DCEU's version of Cassandra Cain made a better choice. After all, Harley Quinn's kid apprentice is still a better codename than Orphan. When Renee Montoya comes by Dinah's apartment to ask her to be her woman on the inside of Black Mask's organization, Dinah refuses. Black Canary tells Renee that she remembers that her mom was a hero who was left to die with no help from the police. While that's a pretty convincing reason for anyone to stay out of the superhero spotlight, Dinah's superheroic mother is a reference to one of the most convenient retcons in DC history. Black Canary was one of the very first superheroines and a central member of the Justice Society of America. Eventually, the Justice Society of America, along with Black Canary, were retconned to exist on a separate Earth from the regular DC universe. Later, they were re-retconned into the main universe, and the modern Dinah Lance was reimagined as the daughter of the original. Birds of Prey wisely errs away from multi-universe hijinks in its runtime, but it seems that no matter the universe, Dinah's mother was always a hero. Helena Bertinelli's character arc in Birds of Prey is arguably the simplest. When she was a young girl, her parents were gunned down by a crew of mobsters led by Stefano Galante. That's a pretty dead-on adaptation of her comic book origins. One of them, at least. In her most famous comics origin, Helena's family is gunned down by an assassin working for a group of rival mobsters, most notably Stefano Mandragora and Junior Galante. The movie combines these two mobsters into one, presumably to keep the number of on-screen assassinations within a slightly more manageable scale.
Psychologically speaking, vengeance rarely brings the catharsis we hope for. Yeah.
When she debuted in Suicide Squad, Margot Robbie's Harley showed a lot of skin. Instead of the black and red long johns that made her famous, Robbie's Harley sported hot pants, a short sporting jacket, and a t-shirt with Daddy's Little Monster scrawled across the front of it in faux cursive script. Some fans loved the new look, others found it sexist and needlessly objectifying. Even Robbie seemed mixed on it. She told the New York Times, "I'm not wearing hot pants next time." Still, that Suicide Squad look is iconic on its own, and Harley can't escape it entirely. In the animated prologue, Harley's wearing her original Suicide Squad getup. Her old outfit pops up again later in the movie when Renee Montoya is looking for something to wear. However, even when Harley is dressed entirely differently, the Suicide Squad influence remains. If you look carefully, you'll notice that Harley has a tattoo on her chest, which also says Daddy's Little Monster, just like her old shirt. Without Harley Quinn, we wouldn't have Birds of Prey. Without the Joker, we wouldn't have Harley Quinn. And without Jerry Robinson, we wouldn't have any of them. While Bill Finger and Bob Kane get all the credit for creating Batman, it was Robinson, an artist, who invented the Dark Knight's arch nemesis in 1940. Joker isn't in Birds of Prey, but his influence looms large over the film. As such, it's only fitting that Birds of Prey pays tribute to Robinson's legacy. When she's captured by Black Mask and his goons and pleading for her life, Harley tries to convince Roman that she's good at finding things. As an example, she brings up a nude photo of Eleanor Roosevelt that the Joker once had. When the scandalous picture went missing, Harley managed to find it in a bird's nest in Robinson Park. Played by Rosie Perez in Birds of Prey, Renee Montoya is Gotham City's toughest and smartest cop, even if she can't stop talking in 80s cop movie cliches. Originally appearing in Batman the Animated Series before making the jump to comic books in Batman number 475, Renee's long been a fan-favorite character and an important member of Batman's supporting characters. Viewers don't get to spend a whole lot of time getting to know Renee in Birds of Prey before the craziness starts. Still, there are some nods to Renee's most integral qualities, most notably her sexuality and knack for superheroic mischief. Ali Wong appears in the film as Ellen Yi, Gotham City District Attorney and ex-girlfriend of Montoya's. As far as we can tell, Ellen is an original character for the film, but Renee's mixed business and pleasure before. She's dated Batwoman in the comics, and former District Attorney Harvey Dent had a long-standing one-sided obsession with her. In Birds of Prey, Renee ends the film by saying goodbye to the GCPD and joining the titular superhero team. Although she doesn't take a codename on screen, she's worked as a successor to the Question in the comics, which is as good a codename for Montoya as any. In one of the most relatable moments in the film, Harley tries to get over her breakup with the Joker by buying a wildly expensive pet that she might not have the time, money, or space to take care of. Slightly less relatable is the fact that she chooses to buy a vicious hyena. Harley names the hyena Bruce, in a pretty clear reference to Gotham City's most eligible playboy billionaire, Bruce Wayne. However, what seems to be a spur-of-the-moment decision for Harley is actually a deep-cut reference to the character's long history. In the cartoons and comics, Harley's often seen with her two pet hyenas, Bud and Lou. Even though Birds of Prey changes some details, it's pretty clear that Harley without a hyena pet is like Batman without his bats. She's also got Bernie, a taxidermied beaver wearing a tutu. The entire movie is so wacky that it would be easy to dismiss Bernie as just another piece of zany set dressing, but the stuffed beaver is actually a popular recurring character in Harley Quinn's own comics. As the story goes, Bernie originally belonged to Harley's first crush. Young Harleen stole the taxidermied animal when her boyfriend was sent to juvie. Like in the movies, the Bernie of the comics is dead, but since Harley's certifiably crazy, she treats him like he's alive and able to speak anyway. Fans of the Injustice video game franchise, which pits DC comic book characters like Black Canary and Harley Quinn against each other in Mortal Kombat-like fights, have found a few similarities to the games in Birds of Prey. During one scene in Birds of Prey, Harley dresses up in a stylish coat and hat in order to sneak into the GCPD, where Cassandra's been locked up. Her outfit looks almost exactly like what Harley wears in Injustice Year 2. There's even a near-identical shot in which Harley tears her coat open, revealing heavy armaments underneath. It isn't just Harley who gets the Injustice love, though. Black Canary does too. At the climax of the movie, Dinah Lance finally unleashes her sonic scream, decimating the Black Mask's goons. It's a big moment, and it should look familiar. Journey Smollett-Bell, who plays Dinah in Birds of Prey, all but admitted on Twitter that she based her pose on Injustice's version of the Canary Cry. Birds of Prey doesn't have a full post-ending sequence, but it does have a nutty little treat for fans willing to stay in the theater until the lights come up. As the final credits roll, Harley's voice takes over the soundtrack. First, she makes fun of the audience for sticking around even though the movie is over. Feeling some pity for her fans, however, Harley decides to let everyone who's still in the theater in on a little secret. Batman and the audio cuts before Harley finishes spilling the beans. We don't know exactly what Harley was going to say. We do actually have a pretty good guess. On the Harley Quinn cartoon on the DC Universe streaming service, Harley made headlines for suggesting that Batman has a very intimate relationship with the flying mammals he takes his name from.
Oh, I always wondered what the Bat Cave looked like. So this must be where you the bat.
It sounds like Robbie's version of the character was going to let moviegoers in on the slanderous truth, too. Yikes. No wonder Warner Brothers cut the audio.
Well, if a guy dresses up like a bat, clearly has issues.
Birds of Prey has a few musical interludes, but there's only one that serves as a double Easter egg. While Harley is in Black Mask captivity, she briefly loses consciousness. When she does, she dreams that she's singing Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. Cinephiles will instantly recognize the scene as a tribute to Marilyn Monroe's performance in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, but there's more going on in that scene too. Roman Sionis is also there, and surprisingly, it's not the first time that Ewan McGregor has been part of a musical number set to that one specific song. Years before Ewan McGregor broke bad in Birds of Prey, he played the lead in Baz Luhrmann's Moulin Rouge, which also featured Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. You might remember when Satine enters the film for the first time as part of a lavish musical number, stealing McGregor's heart forever. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite movies and TV shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.
All right, everybody. We officially hatched 400 eggs. Still no shiny Cramorant. So when I get another 90 eggs, everybody, I'm going to try to do another upload on the video if I can. If I can't, I'm just going to have to make it up and show y'all the Cramorant that I received. Now I'm clearing up my boxes so we could get another 90 eggs. I'm not going to get the 90 eggs on screen. I'm finna end the screen with a Wi-Fi battle. All right, we're going to keep this one. All right, guys. That's our boxes cleared up. 3, 6, 9. I'm gonna hatch another 5 eggs, guys. I got 2. So let's go get another 3 from the daycare. Let's check the Pokedex, guys, to make sure that we didn't pass it that shiny up. Alright, good. We didn't pass the shiny up. So we're gonna save right here. We should be pretty close to getting that shiny, guys. We hatched 400 eggs officially. So I'm gonna run over here to the daycare in a while. I am offline, so I don't have to worry about the lag. So let's get 2 more eggs. We're gonna do a Wi-Fi battle. I'm gonna go ahead and end the screen. That's the part I was telling you how Cramorant is a little harder to shiny hunt for because it's not giving the eggs right away. I'm gonna be able to hatch these 3 eggs before she give me another one. Come on now. Yep. Ah! That's close. That took a minute to get an egg. And we got to get a whole nother 100 from her technically. Alright guys, we're gonna hatch these 2 eggs. We're gonna do a Wi-Fi battle. That's gonna put us up to 405 eggs. And hopefully in the next video we can be successful in getting us a shiny Cramorant. That put us up to 404 guys. Ah, I ran straight into that cluster. All right, guys, 405 eggs total. Hmm. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this video with a double battle. I was gonna do singles, so but we'll do double. That's fine. All right, we're gonna go ranked. Hmm. All right, these two teams I don't think I ever used in a double battle. As you can tell, I don't barely have items on them. So hard decision. All right, that was quick. Let's see what we got, y'all. Uh, all right, they got a tough team. Just tough in general. They got a Whimsicott. Uh, they got a Musdale and a Mimikyu. All right, this gonna be hard. And a Charizard and a Surfetch. Hmm. I wanted to show off my Quagsire. Don't look like that's gonna happen. All right, y'all. This gonna be a tough match right here. Oh my god. I want to show off Berserker so bad, but he's not gonna be a good matchup on this match. Still should have brought him. We'll see how this turn out. Ah, I'm not confident in this match, but you know what? I'm a pretty good battler, so let's see how it turns out. All right, awesome. I was expecting him to choose Charizard. That's why I brought my Dracozolt. All right, I already know he's going for Tailwind out the gates. So by him going for Tailwind out the gates, I'm gonna just out the gates Dynamax my Kalucha and automatically go for the speed boost. Since he's gonna go for Tailwind, I'm gonna go for the kill. If he know what's good for him, he should swap that Charizard. But whoever he brings out, they're gonna take a dramatic hit in that beak boat, or however you call it. He's gonna take a big electric hit. I love that shiny Whimsicott. I want a shiny Whimsicott. Oh shit, he Dynamax the Charizard. Master Ball. Oh, I didn't know you could use Gigantamax Charizard. Alright, this is bad. That thing's huge. I don't think he's gonna die with one hit. He's probably gonna use Max Airstream on my Kalucha. But you know what? I know that Boat Beat's not gonna kill him. Let's see how it turns out. Tailwind. Damn, I knew it. I hate that thing. Then he gets to attack first. Okay, guys, we lost this match. There ain't nothing I can do. I didn't even survive it, then it's a critical hit. He's too fast. Waste my Dynamax. Oh man. His life orb also. And I know that wasn't gonna kill. Freak that. I'm gonna still go for the Shell Smash. He got double speed behind him though. I got one speed plus. Oh snap. That's even worse. Ha. Then he kills me. There's another +1 speed. I do take him out, but at the cost of losing 2 Pokemon. Then I'm locked in the boat deep. Alright, it's a possibility I can win this, but I doubt it. Hopefully he don't have Giga Drain. If he have Giga Drain, I'm fucked. Awesome. I'll take that much there. Oh snap. Alright, he doesn't have Giga Drain, so that's a good thing. High horsepower. Come on, Skull. Ah, no, that's bad. Burn? Stamina. Alright, guys, there ain't no way I can win this match. Right here. I'm gonna do another one. He got me on that, guys. He got me completely off guard. That's crazy. I'm gonna use my same team. Oh, he didn't knock my rank down. Alright, let's check his team out. Ha! Another Whimsicott. I wish I had something that could shut that Whimsicott down. And honestly, I do. I just love Berserker. I'm ready. Oh snap, he ready too.